Hello everybody, welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are once again over here by Candaith, and if you remember from the last episode, we have a session play to do today. The Stone of Erech, at the Stone of Erech. Not actually sure if that's how you say it, but it's how I'm saying it at the moment. Maybe I'll get corrected in the session play, but before we do that, as usual, we have our hobby gift of the day. A silver one only. Let's see what we get. Anything good? A huge pile of silver scraps. Any of these four would have been nice. Shards, they're quite easy to get, to be fair, so that's not amazingly good if you get 20. But Crystal of Remembrance would be quite nice. Not necessarily for this guy, but for my two 106 characters at the moment. Still need to level them up. And Madam Hunter's Armor, as usual, would be great if we had it, but too bad. You know, it's still a good thing. So we have a session play. Let's go talk to Candaith, and we're going to be soldiers of Minas Ithil at level 65. So Candaith desires to tell you the story of the Oathbreakers and the Path of the Dead, a story that has its beginnings in the closing years of the Second Age of Middle-earth. So let's play. What are these things? I can never remember. I'll find out eventually. Yeah, let's have a go at this.
In the Second Age of Middle-earth, Isildur called the men of the mountains to the hill of Erech to discuss their loyalties.
Right, so I am kind of got the correct pronunciation. It's just I can't read the ch too well. Let's just quickly get out of these quickly because I don't want to miss anything. Where would I want to be out of? I want to be out of world, trade, regional, OOC, LFF. I think those are the only ones that might fill up this. Just because I want to be able to make sure I can scroll back and be like, oh, he said that, he said this, whatever. So, Ucheneb, follow him up the hill. This is the Hill of Erech, which we have. We've not been to on this character, but we have been to before because I think part of the anniversary stuff was also here. So we need to follow him up here. And something to do with the Oathbreakers.
The kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor were still in their infancy.
So yeah, something to do with the Oathbreakers.
Isildur knew he would need allies if Gondor was to flourish.
A lot of soldiers just sitting around, not doing much. Wishes to gain their trust and their loyalty. So yeah, the kingdoms of Arnor and Gondor were still in their infancy, so trying to get allies at the moment. So let's get up here. It's quite a steep hill. And the Stone of Erech, which we also again have in our inventory, if we want to put that in our house. And our current house actually has that, but we don't have a house on this guy technically. Maybe we should buy one just to have the extra space, but you know, maybe not. Right, it's Isildur. Let's talk to you. Wait for the men of the mountain to arrive. We are Iarvund. He looks about expansively admiring the view from the summit. It is a very nice view. A lot of trees. But yeah, very nice view. It's been a year of toil, but in the moments like this, breathing the clean air and looking out over the forests of Middle-earth, I can almost believe that this is home. So
Isildur called the men of the White Mountains to treat with him at Erech.
Do you think they'll come? I think they'll be here. I'm a little bit concerned because we obviously have, like, skills. So I don't know if we're going to have to be attacking anybody, even if it's them, maybe. Because they are the Oathbreakers. So obviously something's going to go wrong. Look for them on the north slope of the hill. So north is this way. So let us have a look.
At last they approached, a small group of men and their king.
Alright, they are here. We need to witness the meeting between Isildur and the men of the mountain. Let us pay attention.
it was done. The allegiance of the men of the mountains was secured.
He seemed a little, like he wasn't gonna, and especially with the should he return, as if not believing so. Right, let's talk to him last, so we need to talk to you. It's a great deal we can learn from you and Kingdoms of Gondor now that we are now as brothers, are we not? The bond of our oath will tie us together and let our shared enemies tremble. Gondor and the mountain. So he's going for it, he's alright. King Riok has led us for many of these years, and his word is hewn from stone like that of the mountain itself, with roots as deep. Let Sauron show himself again at his peril, he would dare it not when confronted with we, men of the mountains, and you, the sons of Numenor, and now Gondor. I know, they seem to be pretty into it. At this moment, there are none in this land more proud than I, King Riok of the mountain. There is so much our people can learn from each other, and by sharing our strength we will be stronger for it. You, your Lord Isildur, was wise to reach out to us, and we are honored to have been called to this place. Should Sauron return, he will face our combined might and be fearful. I feel like Lord should have a capital L there. Lord as in like a title. So, I don't know. just a feeling. It's not a huge problem, but I feel like it should just have a capital there. Either way, let's talk to this guy that I'm not going to try and even pronounce again. What a day this has been, Yarvund. We must learn from Isildur's example. Do not undervalue the worth of our alliances. It would be easy to look upon the wonders of Gondor even this early in its life and think we can conquer any enemy. But Sauron is conniving, and if he somehow returns, as Isildur fears, we'll be glad for the strong warriors of the mountain. Listen to Candaith continue the telling of the tale. Right.
The years passed, and the shadow grew again in Middle-earth. No word came from Garth Lothig, a fortress in Gondor. Isildur gathered a force of men to investigate.
Okay, we are going to be doing some fighting. Oh my god, first thing I see is a corpse hanging from a tree. Right. Talk to Dorwe, and then talk to Isildur. Oh, we are a different person now. Right, Isildur. What do we do? What do we do? Fight. Do what we must do. Oh, you know what we must do. We fight our way inside and reclaim this fort for Gondor. Right, let's talk to you and do that fight alongside Isildur into Garth Lotheg. Isildur and Dorwe must not be defeated. So these two, him and him, must not be defeated. These guys, expendable. Us three, not so much. So we should have done this earlier. Let's have a look at our stuff. The Swords of Gondor, that is a single attack, single enemy. This is a sword sweep, maximum target 6 and 2 attacks. And then we got Shield Bash, which is a stun an enemy. And then the foe, destroy foes of Gondor. Powerful sword strike that does incredible damage to an enemy of Gondor, but cannot be used often. 45-second cooldown. So we need to do single shot and then kind of just a multi-shot with these guys. So we kind of stay in the center if we can of any group of enemy we have, and then use these first two, and when we hit a really difficult guy, just go for the third one. I am not wanting to attack Isildur. That is not who I want to attack. And then Shield Bash if it becomes really problematic. And then healing. Restore 75% of maximum morale with a cooldown of 10 seconds. So they really don't want us to die in this search and play, which is fair enough. They generally make it pretty difficult for you to die. In search and plays, you get a ton of health, 34,000 compared to 6,000 enemies. Even with a small amount of attacks, they're very powerful. So, you know. Always fun with the fighting, I feel. But I do get a little confused, like, oh, which skills do I use? But we don't have that many, so. This is single enemy. Should we try it? Yeah, so basically it does, I'm pretty sure, a minimum of over their maximum health, or at least these Marauderers' maximum health, which is 6,270. This does 6,361. Though it doesn't necessarily always do that. You know, minimum, sometimes defense and parry and stuff. But pretty much just designed to one shot, it looks like, but obviously 45-second cooldown. Okay, restores 75% of maximum. Thinking about that, is that up to 70? Like, if you were at, let's say 25%, it would go to 75%, or would it go to 100? I assume from the wording it would go to 100. These orcs are different than the others we have seen this year. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't know, but something drives them. They have a master. Probably. It's probably what they have got compared to our previous enemies. We're going to learn that Sauron's here, and then we're going to have to try and get to the Men of the Mountain. I have a feeling that's what this is leading up to. They've obviously got a leader of some sort. They've got a drive. So something is helping them kind of progress. And that's probably going to end with us finding that Sauron is back. Which obviously isn't a good thing. If anything, it's one of the worst things that we could ever find out. Well, sorry, it's taking this place. We will scrub it from the walls and slay every monster. Orc. Just instantly call them monsters, but no, they're orcs. Gotta be nice to them. Sometimes. Other than, you know, slaying them left, right, and center. Oh, yep, 31k, so that's not actually gonna kill him, for example. We should probably use that, though. Just get, like... Yeah, see, even that attack there did, like, 5,800-ish. Because of, I don't think necessarily parry, it's just people... Some enemies have, like, that defense against certain skills. Maybe. Not entirely sure. But yeah, even with a hunter, not every... Like, Heartseeker will say it does, like, 3,000 whatever damage, but... Doesn't necessarily always do that. Can sometimes go to, like, 2,800 or something like that. But not really a huge problem. Alright. You weren't that difficult. Luckily I also have, obviously, 2 guys helping me. With considerably less health. And less power, definitely. The drums are getting louder. Ready yourself. Against more Orc Marauders. Oh, even more. Let's get them back here. Luckily we can hit up to 6 targets. So that would be a good thing. Oh, that attack, that troll took so long that our other one actually just regened it, so cooldown. Right, so let's just take one of you out. So that's down to 3. We took the other guy out as well. And then down to 1. You only do 700 down. Actually, to be fair, I can start using you more often if you've only got a 5-second cooldown. I'm actually pretty happy with that. For some reason I had looked at it and thought that it had like a massive cooldown in comparison. But no, actually it's pretty good. But if we just have to, preferably, use it on different enemies. If we can. Because there's no point in re-stunning an enemy when we can have 2 or 3 enemies stunned at any one time. Right, so stun you, those 2 focus on you, take you out. Even more. When will we learn that not a good idea to come attacking us? Oh, we are taking a considerable amount of damage though. But, you know, 10 seconds for this. It's not even a channeling skill, it's just, you know. Soldiers of Minas Ithil, or Ithil rather, not Illith, carry packets of Aethlius with them during for healing purposes during combat. Can only be used by yourself or thrown to an ally. Oh, so I can actually use it, let's say, on a sealer if I needed to. That's actually really useful, especially considering these 2 need to survive. Feel like we're gonna have a problem very soon. We have come too late to save these people, but we will make these orcs pay for everyone. The deluge comes, their waves will crash and die upon the rocks of Gondor. I have a feeling this might be too many. But they're only going to come in packs, so that's actually not that bad. Take you out. It's going to take a little while, I think, for that troll to come, so we can just hopefully have that regen. Cooldown rather before then. If not, just have to deal with it. Come on, guys. You're gonna eventually learn. It's not a good idea. You would be attacking us. Oh, I wonder if I can stun the troll. I guess we're finding out right now. Oh, I can, good. Not for long, it doesn't look like, though. How long is it for? It's a 12-second stun. Okay, so it's not actually, like, any different for a particular enemy. That's actually really good, because its cooldown is less than its actual stun, so what we can do is just... The plan was to stun... And then... That's not working, so... Right, let's just heal Doorway up. So basically, as long as they're not anything below 25%, they're gonna max heal. That's quite nice. Take you out. Come on. I'm basically doing all the damage here, guys. Can you be a little bit more helpful? Right. And even more. Oh, don't tell me we're gonna have to, like, battle two trolls together. That actually... Because that looking like it might be a possibility. 1, 2, 3 enemies left. Which generally seems to be the amount they go for, and then 2 trolls. So unless they're going to do 1 troll on his own, or maybe 1 troll and 1 Marauderer, and then 1 troll and 2 Marauders. I'm not entirely sure. We'll see. Just take these guys out and then we'll find out, won't we? Nope, 2 trolls at the same time. Who'd have guessed it? Right, I'm just going to take this guy out as quickly as I can. They can deal with Marauders. I'm going to stun you as well. The issue is going to be the fact that... What's that on you? Oh, can it be stunned? That was it. So we can't just, you know, keep him stunned, which is kind of annoying. But it still does damage, so might as well do it. And also, it's only got a 5-second cooldown, so not a huge deal if we do that. So, yeah, just take this guy as quickly as we can. And then we can just focus on that last troll and then stun him. And that'll be good if that works out. I need to quickly heal, though. Luckily, we can quickly do that. I want that skill on any other character. I would love it. You guys are in sync. Nope, I don't want to heal myself. I wanted to heal Doorway. But unfortunately, I failed to do so. Alright, he's stunned. So I'm just going to do that for you. Even though it's not really going to do anything because we're basically just going to probably finish, I think, after this guy. We are victorious. If anything, this day can be called a victory. As I said, that was the last guy we had to. Look at that idol the orcs have erected. Tell me it is not what it seems to be. Where? Oh, this thing, the glowing thing. The idol of Sauron. The orcs have erected a disturbing idol in the courtyard of Garth Lotheg. An idol of Sauron. That was not the button I meant to press.
It was the proof Isildur hoped not to find. Sauron had returned.
Okay, Sauron has returned. Not good. Very not good. So, listen to Candaith's story continue.
And so Isildur summoned the men of the mountains to Erech to fulfill their oath.
Right, we're back here. Get them to fulfill their oath. Which, from their name, probably isn't gonna pan out too well. Right, does not look good. The men of the mountain should have been here by now, but they have sent no word and made no appearance. I've never seen our lord Isildur like this. It may be best for the King Riok if he does not come here at all. Still no sign of them. Our wait has ended. King Riok and some of his people now climb to the summit. They are late, but their support against Sauron will excuse them of their tardiness.
At last they approached.
Okay, this is... I'm gonna click on him quickly.
But the men of the mountains refused to fulfill their oath. They had worshipped Sauron in the dark years, and thought they would be rewarded. They fled before him, his curse echoing in their ears. They fled to their homes in the mountains, but they could never escape Isildur's curse.
That went well. That was, yeah. Right, let's talk to you and finish this one up. I did not believe the whispers. I thought Riok's people would be as good as their word, but it seems the rumors were true. They were worshipped Sauron in the secret during the dark years, and now he has returned. They cast their lot in with his. Standing here upon Erech, I look to the height and see the great distance, even to the years ahead. Know this, my words to Riok were not empty. This war will last countless years, and if Gondor defies Sauron, Riok's people will be summoned once more before the end. They will never know peace until they have fulfilled their oath. This I vow, and let all bear witness to it. And as we know, that is indeed what happens.
And it is said they linger still, hungering for the rest they shall never have.
Right, so that was all cheery. Let us go to you, though. We get a incredibly nice experience tome thing. 569,500 item experience points. As I said, though, we are not going to be using it on this guy because, you know, he's the only one leveling at the moment, so there's no real point to speeding up the process. Otherwise, we're just never going to be getting item XP anyway, so we might as well get that and put it into it instead of just not getting it from quest completions and item kills or monster kills and crafting and, well, you don't get it from crafting, but you know what I mean. So let's just finish this. We'll get quite a bit of experience. Obviously, we are now level 71, so if I wanted to, I could get that level 71 bow that I talked about. Maybe that'll happen, we'll see. But let's just finish you off.
I am worried about Nona.
Nona. So, next episode then, because this has been quite a while in the session play, we will head back into the village, talk to Nona, and see what's going on there. She has a request, it looks like, so, or she's going to. Yeah, comfort her, and she probably has a request from the quest name. So, legendary item increased in level. I might look for that level 71 bow, but it might not be worth it. Though if we do get it, we can deconstruct the one we have, and then just add this and the deconstructed item tome onto it. So, yeah, but that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.